Hello and welcome back to Sam's Kitchen. Today I'm going to teach you how to make chicken biryani. Uh, there are many versions of biryanis found around the world, usually eaten in a Asian part of Asia and Asian part of Asia. Yeah, and usually eaten in Asia, Bangladesh, Pakistan, India. And this food was actually the food of the Mughals and the Nawabs, so it's definitely originated from the Mughal line wherever they resided, wherever they stayed. The biryani is brought up in the cuisine, local cuisine. So I'm going to teach you one of the version. Uh, so we start with 1 kg of chicken over here, cut into pieces. And the pieces is all up to you. I have got one chicken cut into 12 pieces. That's my standard chicken cut. And I've got around 800 grams of basmati rice soaked in water for at least an hour. And we have got yogurt over here. We'll be using it. We have got clarified butter, and clarified butter is for topping when the biryani is almost ready for the flavor and the smell. And of course oil for cooking is separate, which I haven't showed it over here. I've got some two plates of spices over here, you can see. I'll tell you how. One of the spices we'll use for boiling the rice. While boiling the rice, we've got bay leaves over here, you got cinnamon sticks over here, we got one aniseed, one 5-6 cloves, and two cardamoms, and at least 1 tablespoon of salt, and fennel seeds. This is optional. This is entirely for the smell. Fennel seeds, and this is for the boiling of the rice, and this is for the cooking of the chicken, because chicken and rice will be cooked separately. So I'm going to show you the spices over here. I've used some cumin powder, 1 tablespoon, not tablespoon, 3/4 tablespoon. Yeah, I've got half a tablespoon of garam masala, 1 tablespoon of salt, and 1 tablespoon of cayenne pepper, and some peppercorns, cloves, and small stick of cinnamon, bay leaf, and I've got some pure cumin over there, and I've got a couple of cardamoms over here. That's it. Cool. And we have over here two medium cut onions, one small tomato, and at least and at least 1.5 inch of garlic, ginger, and at least 10 cloves of garlic, and 5-6 whole cut chilies. This is the masala. We're gonna grind it together. So I won't be using this is biryani, so you won't be cooking the chicken for a very long time, so that you have lots of time to cook. Put ginger garlic paste separately and this onion paste separately. I'm going to grind them together and put them together, because this chicken is going to be cooking in the rice as well. So that's the technique of it. So we have got over here kevra water. Kevra water is for the smell in the rice. If you don't have it, it's not necessary. You can use normal milk or saffron itself. And I've got some food color. I've got vinegar for the rice. I'll be putting it in boiling the rice. If you put a little spoonful of vinegar in while boiling the rice doesn't break. So that's the technique. And this kevra water, it smells like pandan leaves used in Malaysia, Indonesia, all that part of the Asian region. If you don't have it, I told you, you can use pure saffron. I'm not using saffron over here because saffron is definitely not going to smell much. I've got lots of spices in here. This is a different spicy biryani over here. So let's start with the cooking. I'm going to take you to my kitchen and let's begin with the. Okay, so here we are. You've got oil in the pan, and the pan is on the heat, and you've got another pot over here which we are boiling water for boiling the rice. You must be wondering, I'm using a idli burtan and I'm short of vessels. It's nothing like that. The other vessel which I have is very broad and it's going to cover up the entire gas, so I don't want to make my kitchen look so busy and so stingy, so I'm using this pot anyways. The quantity of water should be at least 3-4 times, at least more than twice the quantity of rice, so that they boil freely and do not break. Okay, so I've got boiling water over here, enough to cover up my boiling rice, and I've got pan over here. You got to put at least 10 tablespoons of oil over here. Don't be stingy on oil over here, because this is not a food for calorie conscious. This is a rich food. This is the food of Nawabs and the Mughals, and they were really eating a lot of rich food. So If you try to make it diet conscious, it's definitely going to be dry and stick up in your throat while eating. So it's up to you. Anyways, I'm using 10 tablespoons of oil over here, and right now I'm going to throw in the dry spices over here, like cumin, peppercorns, and all the dry spices I just showed you earlier. Dry spices are cooking there in the pan. In the meantime, I'm going to pour up all the spices which we are using for the boiling of rice right now at this moment. This is going to go in, and I'm going to cover it with a lid. Okay. I'm going to use a strainer over here for strainer when the rice is completely boiled. When you make a biryani, it should be at least 60% cooked. When you strain it off, I'll put it directly in the designing bowl. So when it's 60% cooked, I'm going to use the strainer. I'm going to strain the rice right in it. So spices are cooking in there, and they released a lot of aromas and flavors. So I'm going to put my chicken in it. It's going to be hot, so wear your safety goggles and your gloves and whatever protective instruments you got in there. I'm going to put them slowly, one by one. I'm cooking it in a large vessel so that I don't have to cook it much. It streams off all the water as soon as possible. And the water is boiling. It's going to take at least 20 minutes, and by that time our chicken will be cooked anyway. So we can keep it on the side and concentrate on the rice over there. So you can actually cover it in the beginning. You can actually cover it in the beginning so that your chicken gets steamed off and cooked from the top, and then you can stir it. And we're gonna come back in a couple of minutes. In the meantime, I'll show you that I have made the paste of the ingredients: onions, garlic, ginger, and chili powder and tomato, which I showed you, coarsely grounded. I'm not gonna ground them completely because otherwise they'll take a lot of time cooking. So just coarsely grounded, and we got chicken cooking over here. Just give it some time, and just a couple of minutes, 3 minutes, and it will be all steamed. And then we can pour in our onion and spices and let it cook for some other time. You can see our juices have reduced and the oil has separated from the chicken, and this is perfectly cooked, and our water is boiling as well. First of all, I'm going to put the rice in there. Okay. Let it boil freely, and I'm going to remove the chicken from the gas. I'm going to take out this chicken in another pan, and I'm going to cook the biryani after the rice is done in the same pan, because the leftover juices and the flavors are still there in the pan. I really don't want to wash it away, and so that when you pour the rice and from the side you can still have some flavors and spices and juices. So I'm going to use the same pan. So let the water boil, let the rice boil. When it's done, we're going to come back, strain the rice, and then we're going to layer the chicken and the rice, and I'll show you how exactly. As you can see, our rice is 60% cooked. It's not completely cooked, 60% cooked. So it's time to strain it. I'm going to strain it, and I have taken out chicken in another bowl. So let's strain the rice first, and I'm going to get back to you as soon as I strain it back. Okay, so you have strained our rice, completely ran it dry with water. Now you've got the chicken over here, and I've got the yogurt. You must be wondering where's the yogurt gone. I haven't used it yet. So I'm going to show it. I'm going to mix the yogurt in this chicken, just thoroughly. Just the top mix. I'm not going to mix it completely. Just let it blend in a little. That's it. That's it, not much, that's it. Okay, so let's start the layering procedure. First of all, before the layering, you got to put off the gas. Okay, now we're going to steam it, which is in Urdu called dum. So I will tell you the procedure how to dum it. You have to be lid closed, and the fire should be hot enough, but not so hot that it burns the rice underneath. So for that procedure, I'm going to tell you what exactly to do. You must be having a tawa or a pan. Just keep it underneath and keep the pan over it. Keep it on high, and let's start layering. First layer of rice goes in. And then the second layer of chicken goes in. Put some masala on the sides. Let those go in. The masala. We'll leave this much for the second layer. Put the rice on top. Cover the chicken completely. Just give it a little shake for the leftover residue in here and there. Just pour in all the spices and masala. And the leftover rice, just pour it in. Just across, leave it like this. Clarified butter. This is for the dum. Gives nice aroma to the biryani. Okay, now I'm gonna add in Kera water, at least 60 ml of it. Oh, it has got very light fragrance. Some of them are very strong, so be careful with them. They will make your food bitter. So this will go in little food color. You can use yellow color or red color, or you can use plain saffron mixed with milk. So I'm gonna do a quick mix. Sorry for the spill. Just pour it randomly here and there. There. Okay, so we're done with the mixing part over here. Now, since it's on the gas, it will take a while, for at least 25 minutes or 20 minutes. Cover it. If you haven't got this sort of pot, you can use a wider pot and put the cloth in it and then put the lid so that the steam keeps cooking the rice inside. Since our rice is not 100% cooked, it's just 60% cooked. So this is the procedure how you make a biryani. We're gonna come back once it's cooked and I'll let you smell the flavors for it. Okay, so now we're gonna check on our biryani. Since it's been around 25-26 minutes, I'm gonna check on my biryani. It's almost done. And okay, you can see the steam coming out. Let's check the rice. Oh yeah, perfect. Yeah, it's done. Okay, we put up the gas right now. What we have to do is just close the lid back again and let it rest for 15 minutes. You gotta be patient, really patient. I know the smells won't let you live, but you gotta be patient. Let it stay there, covered, out of the flame for 15-20 minutes. Let it set down. Because right now, if you try to take out the biryani, entire rice will break and it will be like all mixed up. And what to say? Just let it rest there. Have patience, and what you're gonna get served. Trust me, that will be awesome. So let's get back after 15-20 minutes. And so here we are, the biryani after at least 15-20 minutes, still steaming. So that's the real version of biryani. You will find enormous number of videos for biryanis on web. You got chicken biryani, mutton biryani, you've got prawn biryani, fish biryani, egg biryani, soybean biryani, and vegetable biryani. There are enormous number of versions for biryani. Then again you have regional versions. You have Hyderabadi biryani, Bhopali biryani, Lucknowi biryani, Muradabadi biryani, Kashmiri biryani, and again when you go to the other part of the world like Pakistan, you again have Peshawari biryani, Karachi biryani, Sindhi biryani. There are so many versions. This actually used to be the legacy of the Nawabs and the Mughals, but now the legacy is all rained down and the fusion has taken over. And ever since this biryani came into existence, or any food came into existence, they just keep changing the recipe little bit ancestrally when it comes down. Anyways, this is how it has been cooked and will be cooked ancestrally in my family, since I belong from Lucknow, from the family of Nawabs. So we've been making biryanis like this. Trust me, it's an awesome, delicious, yummy, tasty flavor. I just can't tell you, I just can't explain you, and I just can't make you feel how it smells like having this thing right in front of me. Just can't wait to have it in my mouth. Okay, enough talking. Let's catch you up in another video. I'll show you some other versions of biryani as well. So subscribe to my videos and let them just keep coming.